Hey, what's up guys? My name is Cartoons and welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about a controversial topic called legacy servers. And legacy servers are something that have been a huge uproar in the gaming community throughout hundreds of thousands of people that have really, taken the time to talk about this or sign a petition or tweet about it or, just bring awareness around this kind of story that had happened over the past few weeks. And for those of you who are not already caught up, Nostalrius is a private server that created a classic version of WoW that stayed very true to what Blizzard created in 2004 through 2006 before Burning Crusade, and allowed players to log into the vanilla version of WoW for free. And this private server, this private organization, did not take any profit for the server, but also had like 250,000 people playing actively and almost 1 million people overall signed into their game, downloaded the client, changed the realm list, logged into the game and actually tried it out. Almost 1 million people, and that's a lot of people, right? And now that you guys are caught up on the story, I would like to bring a little bit of light onto whenever I played WoW back in 2004. I was only 9 and 10 years old. I'm still a pretty young guy, but back then I was very young. I used to play World of Warcraft with my mom back in vanilla, and I used to raid 3 to 4 times a week. I played the PvP system, like the battlegrounds and the world PvP. I did all that. I got to rank 10 on my own as a 9 and 10-year-old. So I feel like I was pretty involved with the game for as much as a little kid could be. And for what I remember back in the vanilla servers is that I really did enjoy the community aspect. I felt like I made a lot of friends back then that really influenced and taught me a lot as I was growing up in that small time of my life, and that it also just gave me something to do that was really consistent and challenging and fun to do overall, which leads me to a perspective as to this legacy servers are probably a positive impact on the community. I don't necessarily feel like the future expansions of World of Warcraft will be impacted by a legacy server addition to the game. And just from a business perspective, it really makes a lot of sense to me as to Blizzard just doing this project, because think about it. If the technology is too hard, right? If it's too difficult for your current team to be focusing on that and also be developing Legion, then why not just acquire the Nostalrius team? Why not just, they've already proven their concept of the legacy server. They've already ran the technology nearly flawlessly. Why not just acquire the Nostalrius development team, bring them on, pay them a junior, engineer, software developer salary, and have a team lead and just run that as a different division through Blizzard? Because I feel like with this classic server integration, if they were to really make it happen, right? If they were to really, really dig down and make this thing happen, then they would have to have a solid team working on this all the time. And when they get the technology correct and they fully integrate it, they can monetize it in a way that makes them money and probably sustains the entire team. Could you imagine if they decided to release classic servers in World of Warcraft, but in order to play classic servers, you had to pay $10, or you had to pay $15 in order to play the classic servers or get that unlocked, right? Could you imagine the millions of people that would do that would resubscribe to the game and pay that little bit of bonus just to play classic servers? That would easily generate enough money to sustain a team for at least a year to test out the profitability of the project within the company, right? And just off of the petitions, there's 300 something thousand people that have signed this petition. 300,000 people. Just think about that. That's an insane amount of market for somebody to just come in and just create a product. And I feel as a business, if you see a market, if you see an audience that wants a product, then obviously you just make the product and you release it and then you sell it. And that's how the business works. I don't need to be coaching Blizzard on how business works. That's totally not the point of this video. The point of this video is just to bring light of how easy it really is to make this happen. And Blizzard issued a official forum response that said that it was too hard in order to integrate all of that into the system, but they brought up the idea of pristine servers, which is kind of a half-assed legacy server that really doesn't do the community justice as to what it wants. Obviously, pristine servers are not the answer, and it's up to the community to let Blizzard know in a constructive format of how they envision legacy servers being implemented. And personally, I believe that Blizzard should acquire the Nostalrius team and pay them, the normal rate as for like a junior software engineer, because obviously these guys aren't, senior level, but they are innovative. They're good at what they do. And they created this Nostalrius server. They created this legacy server, stayed true to the game. People loved it, and they have an audience base that they're able to bring back into the Blizzard official game. And with that being said, make this classic server really a thing. And I feel like this is something that really can be successful in the World of Warcraft community. I feel like it could bring a lot of light back to the game in a positive way, and also bring a lot of light to future expansions, because obviously if you're subscribed to the game in order to play a classic server, then you're going to be subscribed to the game whenever the new version comes out, such as Legion, right? So I feel like it's just healthy, and I don't really know why this hasn't already been done, Why hasn't this legacy server already been created? Because it seems like it's a win-win for everybody. Blizzard makes money, Nostalrius team has an official job with the Blizzard team, players get to play legacy servers, and also check out the new expansions that come out. Content creators get something else to create stuff for. Like it all just like makes sense as to why this project should happen, in my opinion. However, I want to bring light upon the future expansions, because creating this classic version of WoW should not be a death sentence to the future classic or the future versions of WoW, such as Legion or any other future expansions. I feel like the game should be progressing in the way that it is already. Obviously, maybe changing a couple design things just based off of like the social aspects of WoW and the rating and all that. But I don't feel like this is a death sentence to the future versions of WoW if they were to release classic versions, because it's important for a community to provide constructive feedback, such as like look at my videos. My honest impressions based off of the PvP designs. I've given my own feedback, and it's important for the community to give solid feedback and really make sure that the game that is progressing through future expansions, not just staying in a very stagnant vanilla WoW state. I feel like people should be providing constructive feedback and trying to make the game as good as it possibly can in future versions, but also if there were this legacy function implemented into the game, that wouldn't be harmful to the community, and I would like to see it happen. I would play it, and I've already put my name on a list of a huge amount of streamers and YouTubers that have committed to playing vanilla WoW. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I would definitely be a part of it. But it's really up to you guys letting Blizzard know, and apparently it is actually going to be moving forward into like meetings and discussions of how they could make this happen if they were going to. So it's interesting that if for following the story, and I will definitely be talking about it on my Twitter and Facebook. But you guys also should let me know in the comments down below, would you play legacy servers or not? Because the more that people comment, the more that people like have a say in this conversation, then that's going to really persuade the difference between making the legacy servers and not, because there has to be a customer base. There has to be a gamer base that's going to play this vanilla version. So let me know down in the comments below if you would play this game, if you would play the classic version of World of Warcraft if it were to be re-released by Blizzard. But other than that, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope that my opinion brought a little bit of light as to how this can really happen, and also just my personal opinion, because a lot of people have been asking for it. You can subscribe to my channel for future videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Cartoons out.